Why would you do it? You just do what I say, or you're going in cuffs? Is that what it is?
No.
That's what you did. I didn't have to, bud.
Okay, I understand that.
You don't have authority over... Listen, you're normal. Now?
Yeah.
You're a fucking corporal. You're the watch commander. Right. What do you mean I understand it now?
You know how many times
you should have understood it fucking... How long you been a cop?
Can you advise them it's not illegal for someone to park in a public street?
Yeah.
He's not doing anything wrong. You're not parking
illegally, nothing like that. Yeah. Like I said, they just wanted us to see what was going on, make sure everything was all right.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered, man. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay,
so
I totally understand.
Do you have an incident number?
Am I standing on private property right now? Am I on the edge of your property? So I'm not on your property, right? So I'm not on your property, right?
What's up, auditors? Welcome back to Audit Cops, the channel where we watch, learn, and deeply analyze real confrontations between citizens and authority figures. So what's our mission? To equip ourselves with knowledge, understand our rights, and hold power accountable every step of the way. And today, we've got a stellar compilation. This isn't just for entertainment. It's a masterclass in how to protect your rights, face down intimidation, and understand exactly where the boundaries of power lie. We're diving into 3 very different encounters. First, a tense escalation that leads to an arrest. Second, a model interaction that shows how it should be done. And third, a classic case of being hassled just for looking suspicious. You ready for this? Let's break it all down. Let's get into it.
So this is Russell, who put me in cuffs right here.
Do you need anything from me?
Fucking, yeah, I need a complaint form now, and I need your superior here, since you guys just violated the shit out of my rights.
I can give you my card and the complaint.
And I need this guy's name at this point. Hey, I need your name now, bud. You didn't give me your name.
You know what? He did give you his name?
He didn't. Okay. He never said it. He gave me a number, but he never gave me his name. I need your name now. Ordone? Ordone. So this idiot, too.
Okay.
I said I need your supervisor here. Yeah. Your supervisor here. You're the supervisor, but I need yours.
That's not going to happen.
Okay, you guys want to add to the lawsuit? You called your lieutenant and they told you not to let me go, huh? Because you can't trespass from public. Bud, why would you think you can do that? I was trying to tell you guys this.
Okay.
Why would you do it? You just do what I say, or you're going in cuffs? Is that what it is?
No.
That's what you did. I didn't have to, bud.
Okay, I understand that.
You don't have authority over... Listen, you're normal. Now?
Yeah.
You're a fucking corporal. You're the watch commander. Right. What do you mean I understand it now?
You know how many times
you should have understood it fucking... How long you been a cop?
Okay.
How long have you been a cop? How long have you been a cop? What do you mean we're not going to have the discussion? Well, would you want that to happen to you?
No, I wouldn't.
For nothing? You didn't commit a crime? All because another city worker said he wanted it? That's your only thing. He was saying he wanted it, and you were trying to play the tough guy. But without this, and these guys, you're not tough, bro.
I wasn't trying to play the tough guy.
Yeah, you were. You put your hands on me. You should have said, hold on.
I didn't want to put my hands on you.
You did, and you didn't have authority to do that. You're just a normal person.
I understand.
You have no authority over nobody unless you have what? What is it that gives you the authority to detain?
So I asked you to step outside.
Doesn't matter. That's not a crime. I don't have to listen to you.
Okay.
So what gives you the authority to detain? But you did, and so did he.
Yes.
You guys wanted to. I can tell right when you walked in, you guys were going to put your hands on me. I could tell just by your attitudes.
Okay. All right.
So what do you need to detain somebody?
Yeah, we're going to get going.
What do you need to detain somebody? Come on, tell me. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime, right? No, you'll be sorry, bud. When I'm in your house with you, you'll be sorry. What an asshole, dude. Fucking bunch of clowns. So you got 150-1981. We got 162-1478. 2005 is the vehicle number. And this guy just straight fucked up. Straight up violated my rights. Made the decision to violate my rights. Said he didn't want to put his hands on me, but he did. Instead of thinking, hey, there's no crime here. I don't have reasonable suspicion. All I have is this dude saying he wants him to leave. He just put his hands on me instead of saying, you know, having a reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Hey, what's up, bud?
I didn't even see you in the window.
Yeah, what's up?
We got a call from a resident here. They were a little concerned. They didn't recognize your car. They were just wondering what was going on.
There are 3 vehicles parked here, and they pointed my vehicle out of all the vehicles here?
Yeah, Yeah, they were just concerned. They didn't recognize the vehicle. They'd never seen it before. They just wanted us to see what was going on.
Can you advise them it's not illegal for someone to park in a public street?
Yeah,
he's not doing
you're not
anything
parked
wrong.
illegally, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, they just wanted us to see what was going on, make sure everything was all right.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be bothered, man. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay,
So,
I totally understand.
do you have an incident number?
A case number for our CAD, we do. I don't know it. I have to go check my vehicle if you don't mind.
Can I have the name and badge number if you don't mind?
I'll give you my card that'll have all my information on it.
Perfect.
Would I be able to get a license from you real quick?
I'm not going to give that. I'm not breaking the law.
Okay.
Fuck. Are these fucking people serious? What the hell today?
All right.
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all my information on the front of the card.
Sure.
My name, phone number, email are on here if you have any questions.
All right.
Back is going to be the case number for the incident. That's what you were asking for.
All right.
All right. So I see you're here from do you know somebody here? Any particular
I'm not going
reason
to
you
answer
were
any
parked
questions.
here?
Public street, public area. Anyone can be in any township at any point in time.
Okay.
So I'm not going to answer any questions.
Okay.
What exactly did they say?
They just gave us the description of the vehicle. They just said it was tinted windows. They didn't see anybody inside. The vehicle wasn't running. They were just concerned, didn't know what was going on with it. So
Who the hell could have called? That doesn't make any sense. These people parked here around the same time I did. They're just watching it in my car? That's crazy.
That's the vehicle they gave us. And like I said, they just gave us a call. They were concerned. They didn't know what was going on or why they were here. They wanted us to come and talk with you, see if you wouldn't mind chatting with us, make sure everything was all right.
That's crazy, man. All right, yeah.
So, I mean, would you mind heading out of here? I don't know exactly what your plan was.
Why would I need to head out of here?
It's just making somebody uncomfortable. So they just didn't
Uncomfortable
know.
is not against the law.
I understand it's not against the law.
Good.
Like I said, they gave us a call. They wanted us to talk with you, see if we could figure out what was going on, why you parked here.
Let's try this approach. How about you inform the caller that this individual is not breaking the law. They're in their car. They're on a public street. They have every right to be here, just as them and their families too. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Like I told you, as soon as I came up, you're not parked illegally, nothing like that. They gave us a call. They want us to talk with you. That's all.
I know, but you're asking me to head out because they're uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is not against the law. Neither is suspicion. I'm not breaking the law. There's no crime until there's a crime, right? And I'm not here to commit a crime.
Okay.
I'm here for a legit reason, and I'm just parked in a public street.
Okay.
So tell them just to leave me alone. I'm not bothering anyone.
I'm not saying that you were. All I'm saying is they gave us a call about it.
So you can tell them that.
Okay.
All right? Because some people need to mind their business. I'm not doing anything. I haven't done anything.
Totally understandable. I get where you're coming from.
Economy,
so I mean, like I said, I understand you're not doing anything wrong. You're sitting in your car legally parked on the side of the road, public road. I get it.
All right.
The only reason I asked if you wouldn't mind leaving was obviously, like I said, somebody was uncomfortable by it. I get that's not against the law, but I didn't know if you were willing to keep going with whatever it is that you had going on.
I prefer to educate them rather than leaving.
Okay.
Educate them so that they'll know better next time if someone parks in the street to just leave them alone and observe.
Okay.
So educate them. I'm not gonna go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give them that satisfaction.
Okay. So if you don't mind sharing with me, you said that you were here for a legitimate reason. Do you mind sharing with me what that reason is?
No, I'm not gonna share that reason.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to me at all?
No, because they're not gonna trump my Fourth Amendment rights. You see,
Right, I'm not talking with them about what your reasoning.
No.
It's just
Good. But because of their fears, I'm not gonna answer to someone else why I'm here if I'm not breaking the law, right? The law allows me to travel freely, uninterrupted, right? And that includes parking too. So I just want to be uninterrupted. Just because they don't understand how the law works, it shouldn't violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I understand that.
Yeah, so
I'm totally with you. Like I said, that's not for their information. That's for us because I don't know if they're going to call us again or not. I'm going to obviously tell them that you're legally parked here. You're allowed to be here. There's nothing wrong with you being here. But just to avoid any conflict in the future, if they got upset by the fact that you didn't leave, I'm going to tell them he's not doing anything wrong. You guys don't have to go intervene. I want to make sure that doesn't happen, though.
Well, they should understand that if you explain it to them.
And I'm going to. Trust me, I'm with you. Yeah. Like I said, if they hear from us. Hopefully they'll listen to it, but not everybody does, right?
If they call you guys back, you can tell them they're harassing you. Stop abusing public officials, because
I get you.
You explained to them, you were here, you checked it out. There's nothing illegal going on. Leave them alone, ma'am or sir. Have a good day. Okay. That's it. That's the end of it.
I'm with you.
And you should also check your brakes, man. Your brakes making a lot of noise,
They're
man.
making that squeak,
they need to be changed.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you talking with me. I appreciate you being cooperative. So, like I said, I didn't mean to bug you, but we got the call about it. We got to do our due diligence, talk with you, make sure everything's all good, okay?
I understand. I respect your professionalism, okay? I'm not trying to violate my rights or anything, so thank you very much.
All right.
All right? You too, man.
All right. So I just wanted to follow up with you real quick.
Sure.
So I talked with the caller.
Okay.
One of your concerns, you had asked why they picked your car out.
Yeah.
So the caller knows who the other two people are. So that was the reason.
What other two?
The other two cars.
Oh, okay.
So they saw your car. They were like, "That's strange. I know the other two. I don't know this one." So that was the reason that was your vehicle was noticed. I told them you're legally here.
Yeah.
No reason, that they have to intervene, come out, anything like that. They're cool with it.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we just didn't know. We wanted to double check on it.
That person needs a job. They have too much time on their hands.
I get you.
Literally too much time on their hands. And let's say someone has an event here, right? And there's 15 strange cars parked in the street. That street. They're going to call you guys for those strange cars that they don't recognize?
No,
you see how absurd that is?
I get you.
Crazy.
I'm same boat. But like I said, I just wanted to talk with you, let you know, because I understand that was one of your concerns. I just wanted to follow.
Is that a law?
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'll just call inside and get someone to come out for you.
And what are they gonna do? Arrest me?
If you want.
These guys are gonna arrest me inside?
Don't call the cops. You can't be filming.
Oh, the cops will arrest me. Maybe you should call them then. Didn't even get to do my intro yet, and we got this guy here telling me I can't film. He's gonna call the jail staff. I told him, what's the point in that? They're gonna arrest me? He said, yeah. Take care, bud. Alright, anyway guys, it's Ontario Audit. We are back with another video. Sorry it took me so long to upload another one. My knee was pretty messed up. Could really not walk for a couple weeks. And today we are at Central East Correctional Center, located in Lindsay. No access, authorized access only. Access to property limited to approved visitors, staff, and persons engaged in ministry business. So, and there is a trespass statute associated with that. This says part of the Trespassing Act, pretty much. So we're gonna abide by that. We are on the public easement. To make that clear, I am standing on the dirt road here, the dirt path, I should say. How's it going, sir? Pardon me? Why is that?
You don't. You can't be doing this. It's private property.
It's private property?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is this private property?
You gotta go, sir.
Is this private property where I'm standing?
Yes, sir. You gotta go.
Am I standing on private property?
Standing right by the edge
Am I
of our
standing
property.
on private property right now?
Standing by the edge of our property.
Am I on the edge of your property?
Yes,
So I'm not on your property, right?
Go, sir.
So I'm not on your property, right?
You can go, sir.
I'm not on your property, correct?
You can go, sir.
Or else what? Are you going to arrest me? I'm not an inmate, sir. I'm not an inmate, sir.
I'm saying this politely. You can leave, sir.
I actually have a question for you.
I don't
Are
have
there
an
any
answer
hunger
to-
strikes going on in the prison right
I
now?
don't have any answer for you.
How about the halal and the Jewish diet? You guys don't provide that anymore?
You leave, sir. I'm not here to answer any questions, sir.
Okay, we're just gonna hang out here. Just don't touch any of my equipment with your umbrella. That could be considered the correctional officer, not the superintendent or whoever he is. The regular correctional officer there seems to think that he can call the cops and get me kicked off of the public easement. What do you expect though, right guys? I mean, this is how it goes pretty much everywhere we go in Canada. We are losing our rights slowly but surely. So we've got the Kawartha Lakes Police showing up here. Great, how's it going?
Good.
Nothing at all, just doing some public filming.
Okay.
Can I get your name and badge on this?
It's Ryan. My dad.
Thanks, dude. My name's Jay.
Pardon me?
My name's Jay. What's going on?
Jay?
What's the problem?
Well, you're asked to leave and you're refusing to leave. So that's why.
Leave from where?
From the building.
I was never in front of the building.
Were you on the property? I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Well, you don't know, but you just accused me of it.
This is the call that I'm responding to.
So they gave a false police report?
So I'm asking for your side of the story. What was going on there which caused you to be asked to leave?
Sure. No, I was just standing here, filming the jail
Okay.
from the public property,
Okay.
and that's it. A couple of correction officers came and told me to leave. I told them I don't have to leave. I'm on the public easement, doing some public filming. That's all. So if they did make that report, maybe you should investigate what they had told you, because they told you lies. They're trying to get me.
You haven't actually been on the property.
No, sir.
What's your name, sir?
I don't want to give my name, sir.
For me.
I don't want to give my name.
Why don't you want to be?
Because that might being detained right now.
You're not being detained. It's just whenever we deal with anybody,
Yeah.
we want to know who we're dealing with.
Yeah, sure. I don't
And-
really
and
like
if-
giving
and if
out
there's-
private
And
information.
if there's a further complaint, then
Yeah.
I can speak to you directly, or the other officer will come in. You'll actually know who they're dealing with.
Sure, but I'd just rather not give out that information unless I'm legally obliged to.
Good enough. Well, you're on the highway. I will say that if you are on the property, though,
Never been on the property, don't need the directive, sir. I won't be on the property, no need to explain. I understand the laws. I understand that I'm exercising my Canadian Charter Rights, Section 2, Paragraph B, just to film in public. I'm independent media working on a story on the prison here. We're doing some hunger strikes and some mistreatment, and I'm just peacefully exercising my right to film. That's all, sir.
if you're exercising your rights, why don't you want to tell me your name? If you're
Well, that's another right I
if
have.
at this point,
That's another right I have.
at this point,
Well, are you trying to insinuate that I may be committing a crime in the future or something? What do you mean at this point?
no. But if your actions change, then you may be obliged.
Oh, well, if
to.
I go on the
Then you may be
property, yeah,
obliged.
of course.
That's what I'm
Sure,
saying.
it's hypothetically if I were to go on the property, sure. Okay. So this is the gentleman here that made the false police report? You have an incident number for this call as well, sir, when you're done? Appreciate it.
Okay, sorry for the terrible audio in this video. I will save you from that for a little bit. So this goes on for quite some time. The cop educating the correctional officer. The white shirt guy eventually comes along with another cop. We'll skip ahead to when the cops approach us.
your name.
I'm just good Canadian citizen.
Absolutely. So the incident number, because you're recording, it's KL 23010477.
Thank you so much. I
You have my name. I gave out the last business card because you wanted
That's
to get the
fine.
number as well, but you have everything
I appreciate
on
that.
recording.
Can
Right?
I just get your name as well, sir? Thank you so much, Constable Moore. Appreciate it.
And
Yeah.
again, you understand your rights.
I understand a
You're
lot.
advised
I
by
will.
them
I'll be out here shortly, sir. You guys leave. I'll probably stick around 10, 15 minutes. I'll be out here. I was in the thick of it earlier. I was in the thick of it earlier. I really appreciate you guys upholding my rights. You guys have a great night, all right? Great day. Hey, Constable. Sorry, just one more question. You guys don't have body cameras, do you, out here, eh? No. No? Dash cams? Man. You guys plan on getting them soon, or? Good cops need them, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Give him a nice friendly wave on his way out. And there you have it, folks. The drive of honor. I've been fortunate enough to see a lot of drives and rides of honor lately, I guess, huh?
So after watching all of that, what's the biggest lesson? It's easy to get angry. It's also easy to focus only on the confrontation, but that would miss the real point. The deeper lesson here is about something powerful, the sovereignty of the self in public space. Now that might sound complicated, but it's actually very simple. It means this. When you're in a public place, you have the right to be there. You don't owe anyone an explanation, not a store manager, not a security guard, not even the police, as long as you're not breaking the law. Filming is just an extension of your right to observe. These audits aren't about being aggressive or chasing clout. They're about drawing a line and reminding authority that public space belongs to the public. To us. It's peaceful, it's powerful, and it's necessary. What a fantastic video. We saw it all in unlawful arrest, a textbook example of how it should be done, and a classic case of someone trying to use their own discomfort to control public space. And this right here is why Audit Cops exists, to break these encounters down, to learn from them, and to empower you with knowledge. If you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and don't miss a single audit. What did you think of this video? Which moment stood out to you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. Until next time, stay safe, know your rights, and always keep those cameras rolling. This is Audit Cops signing off.